Hey guys, so we talked about yesterday the history of transportation. So we kind of went over a timeline of the different types of transportation that were invented throughout the years. And so today we are going to key on one of the, I would say, most famous inventors here in the US is Henry Ford. And remember, he was the one who, in 1908, he invented the automobile assembly line. And so that was a way that he was able to make cars a lot faster that did not cost a lot of money. And so we are going to read some more about him, and then we're going to watch a video.
Today, almost every family in America owns a car. We can all thank Henry Ford for that. He helped change the ways cars were made. His ideas helped make it easier for people to afford cars. Henry Ford was born and raised in Michigan. He did well in school and became an engineer. He liked to work on engines and machines. He liked to build motor cars. Henry dreamed of being able to make cars for other people. Henry started his own car company in Detroit, Michigan. 2 or 3 men worked together and made a few cars a day to be sold. People liked the Ford Model T cars, but they still cost more than people made in a year. Ford needed to be able to make more than a few cars a day. That way, he could lower the price for each car. Ford opened up a new factory. He thought about ways he could make more cars there. He came up with a plan. Ford used an assembly line to put the cars together. In the past, 2 or 3 people built each car. Now, all the company's workers would help each other. In the assembly line, each worker and machine stayed in one place. The car being built moved past them. Each worker added a part or worked on the car until it was done. Cars could be made more quickly and would cost less. Before, it took 14 hours to build one car. Now, it only took 93 minutes. The cost of each car was cut in half. More people could own the Ford Model T. For the rest of his life, Henry Ford worked to find better ways to make cars. Many of his ideas are still used in the manufacturing industry today.
So he was, like I said, famous for the assembly line. He was able to make cars a lot faster, and they were more cost efficient, so it would cost less. And so one of the cars that most people own was the Ford Model T. So let's watch a real quick video about the Ford Model T.
The Ford Model T car was not the first car ever invented, but it was the first car the average American could afford. From October 1908 to May 1927, 15 million Model Ts were manufactured. The Model T was named the most influential car of the 20th century. Prior to the introduction of the Model T, also called the Tin Lizzie, it was harder to get around. When the Model T came on the scene, people could travel much faster and easier than on horseback. Family vacations were more of a possibility because the inventor of the Model T, Henry Ford, made a car the average family could fit into. For $850, roughly a working man's salary for a year, you could buy a car and travel the country. When the Model T became part of society, roads were dirt tracks with wagon wheel ruts. The car created a demand for proper roads, which began to crisscross the nation. Right from the beginning, the demand for the Model T was incredible. The first month of production, the Ford plant only made 11. Something had to be done to meet the demand. Henry Ford took the principle of the assembly line and used it to assemble cars faster. When the assembly line went into operation, a Model T came off the line every 3 minutes. Because of the success of Ford's assembly line, more companies adopted the practice. This reshaped the manufacturing world and ushered in the industrial age. The Model T changed the United States. Travel, transportation of goods, and ease of commute opened up the country for Americans.
All right. So now what you're going to do is you have some questions that I want you to answer about Henry Ford and the Model T.